the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto district of Seattle.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Newton. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Play action. It's Newton. And Shark hauls it in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Newton now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton.
They're trying to find Sharp, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Sidney Jones.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. This is Carson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. So that gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Carson again, and not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick sliding out of the pocket. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out, and it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the inning.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. DJ Chark. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the
failure to connect on second down. That leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Kaepernick going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Second and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Second and 2. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. So that'll back him up 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown, Detroit! Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Kaepernick. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. Touchdown, Seahawks. Dwayne Eskridge, 89 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Myers for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Newton. He's going to take another shot here. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Moore. He will return it. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On first down, Kaepernick eluding the pressure right. He'll find his man. That's Freddie Swain. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Kaepernick. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Throwing now is Kaepernick. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, here's Swift. Oh, nice move. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Kaepernick. He'll find Metcalf. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On play action, it's Kaepernick. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Kaepernick looking to throw for it. Flushed out right. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Newton on 1st down. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Point after, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Seahawks 25. Jack Fox to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit. Maybe.
And I think the ball's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, Had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now Kaepernick. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Kaepernick now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw, Kaepernick. It's caught. Block it. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. On play action, it's Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now it's Carson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Rolling to his left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is down to a field goal. Kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Swift. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Newton. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Newton. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Off play action, Newton. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw, Kaepernick. Returning right back to Lockett. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now, Kaepernick again. He's going to wind up and air it out. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Lions will take over. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Shark's got it, left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first down, Newton. That's once again complete to Chark. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Now Newton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 24. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
McCann's throw taken in by Chark. And in for the Lions touchdown. DJ Chark from 21 yards away. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Kaepernick going to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 82 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now it's Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're...
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Didn't take long, one play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Kaepernick to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To throw is Kaepernick. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Kaepernick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Eluding the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took